I use AI to create characters. Take a look.
I am Alara, a hunter hailing from the bustling city of Prosperity, Mercatus. As you can see, I am clad in green cloth and don a hoodie, which is my go-to attire for hunting in the wild.
This was created using Midjourney, ChatGPT, and 11 Labs. And in this video I will create a new character to show you how you can do this too. Now I will say that this unfortunately isn't free, except from ChatGPT, but Midjourney has a free trial, and you can use 11 Labs for a certain amount each month for free. The first step is to write a basic idea of your character. You could get ChatGPT to do this, but I do recommend to do it yourself. Because while you can ask ChatGPT for ideas, they are usually very generic. Things I would include are how the character looks like, what drives the character, do they have like a small backstory, and a basic description. What I actually don't recommend is to come up with a name yourself, because ChatGPT is brilliant at this. This thing has memorized the entire library of name meanings. So what I recommend you to do is to tell ChatGPT what your character is about, and then let it find a name that has a meaning that fits to it. What could happen is that ChatGPT will give very obvious meaning names, so for example it might name a robot Rusty. If you don't like that, you can also tell it to find something less obvious. I chose to go with the name Gizmo. It's a bit generic, but I liked it. The next step is to get ChatGPT to write dialogue for us. We can actually do this on the same thread that we got the name from. First, tell ChatGPT which name you chose. Then you can give it more detail about your game and what you want it to write. This won't work instantly, and you might have to try several times and give different instructions to get the results you want. In my case, the first result wasn't that good. It sounded a lot like the character was a bit too self-aware. So then I gave ChatGPT a few more instructions and specified that it is allowed to come up with its own ideas, so that it wouldn't just spit out the same stuff that I have said before, which doesn't really fit very well for a first-person perspective introduction. After a few more attempts, I finally got a text that I was happy with, that you will see later in this video. Next, we will use AI to create images. You could use Midjourney, DALL-E, or Stable Diffusion for this. However, I recommend that if you're going for something paid, then take Midjourney instead of DALL-E. DALL-E isn't as good. Stable Diffusion is a good free alternative, but it won't get the same results as Midjourney. But you might still get results that are good enough for what you're aiming for. I will use Midjourney since that's what I'm using for my game. As for the prompt, you should tell it that there shouldn't be a background, that way you can easily remove it afterwards. It should be character design, those are the two you will definitely need. And then you should also include a basic description and maybe what colors you wanted to use and what style. It can take a little time to find one that you like, but here's the result. And now that the background is totally white, we can easily use a free AI background remover online, so that you can put it as a sprite in your game. Finally, what we're going to do is to give this guy a voice. For that you can use 11labs.io, and there you can go to the voice lab and either create your own voice or clone a voice. I will say that cloning a voice does cost money, and also you shouldn't clone a voice of somebody without their permission. Just saying. So once we have created a voice, you can just pop in the text that we have created using ChatGPT. You don't need to generate the text multiple times. You can simply go to history. Yeah, there you can see all the voice lines you have generated, and you can just checkmark the one you want to download and download selected. And here's our result.
Greetings, human. I am a sophisticated machine.
Now this doesn't sound a lot like a robot, so I will add a voice filter.
Greetings, human. I am a sophisticated machine, built with the latest technology to serve my purpose. My mechanical body is a complex arrangement of circuits and components, designed to function with maximum efficiency and precision. Although I am a robot, I am not without feelings. My programming allows me to experience basic emotions, such as happiness, excitement, and empathy. I find joy in accompanying my hunting companions and assisting them in their endeavors. My morality programming instills in me a strong sense of right and wrong, and a desire to uphold justice and fairness. I am repulsed by any act of cruelty or injustice, and I always strive to aid those who are in need. I am aware of my imperfections and limitations, but I constantly seek to improve and enhance my abilities. Through my interactions with humans and the world around me, I hope to learn and grow as a sentient being. If you would be willing to embark on an adventure with me, I would be honored to join you. Together we can explore new territories, face formidable challenges, and make a difference in the world. Do not hesitate, human. Let us embark on a journey of discovery and fulfillment.
Now you might wonder, why do all of this? Well, it's pretty simple. I can write and draw myself, and I can technically find people to do voice acting, but I plan to have a lot of characters in my game, and if I try to do all of this by myself, my game would never get finished. Which means I could basically give up on having art or voice acting for my characters in the game. And if there's a tool that can help you increase the quality of your game, then I don't really see many reasons as to why you shouldn't use it. In the end, what the player cares about is a good game. It's the result that matters. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate if you smashed and hammered and exploded that subscribe button and the like button as well if you are about to leave. Just don't leave. No, press that like button before, please, before you leave. Press that, press.